Okay. So, hello guys. Kamusta? Okay pa kayo, no? Sana hindi pa kayo tinatamad sa online discussions natin. Sana huwag kayong tatamad mag-aral. Kahit nakakatamad si online discussions. Sige. Start tayo. Sana panoorin niyo yung video. Sana lang. Pero malabo. Siguro hindi. Sige, sagutin natin. I-apply natin yung concepts na diniscuss natin sa audit prob, sa substantive testings, and dun sa financial accounting and reporting natin. Okay, so dito sa problem na to para tayo mag-audit. Okay? Problem number 1 tayo, under audit of receivables. Sabi dyan, University Corporation's General Ledger showed the following information. Sabi daw yung AR daw may debit ng 550,000. Goods, tama, debit naman talaga. Allowance for doubtful account, sabi daw naka-debit. Naku, X mo yan. Bakit? Kasi dapat naka-credit yan. Anong tawag dyan? Adverse account. Adverse balance yan. Anong kailangan mo? Dapat naka-credit ito. Tama. Yan na muna. Next information. On the other hand, the accounts receivable subsidiary ledger shows the following compositions. Ayan daw sila. Okay. Sige. Next, audit notes tayo. Sabi sa audit notes, AR confirmation letters were sent to the customers. You know, nag-send na tayo confirmation letters sa mga customers. Then you have noted the following. Ito daw yung mga replies. Okay, isa-isa natin. Si customer B daw, nag-reply, sabi daw, yung balance daw niya dapat at 36,000. Si customer B, ilan yung balance dito? 62,760. Eh naku, overstated yung nasa subsidiary ledger natin. Tama. Check natin. Invoice dated August 20 daw, was already settled. Investigation revealed that customer's B's payment was erroneously posted. Ito, sabi, August 20 daw, sabi daw already settled, pero hindi nakasettle sa customer B. Anong assumption natin? Fraud na ba? No. Tama. Conservatism. Anong gagawin natin? Mag-i-investigate. Tanungin natin si University Corporation. University Corporation, sabi ni customer B, 36,000 yung balance niya sa receivable. Bakit sa atin 62,760? Tanongin muna natin. Yung maghahanap ng sagot, ang responsible dyan si University Corporation. Hindi ikaw, hindi sasakit ang ulo mo dyan. Okay? Ang gagawin mo lang, isi-check mo if tama ba yung sagot or reasonable ba yung sinagot niya. Okay? Yan sabi naman. Si customer B's payment daw was erroneously posted against customer E's account. So, ano nangyari? Si customer B daw, nagbayad na. Pero, nag-reflect sa customer E. Meron ba tayong customer E? Meron. As December 31, terms of sale is ito pala. For an invoice dated 12/20 for the same month. Okay. December 24 the same month din. Sabi daw, itong 26,760 dapat wala na daw yan. Ito daw, itong 26,760 dapat wala na daw yan. Kasi settled na yan. Kaso daw, ang nangyari, yung na-settle daw, dito daw natin na-deduct sa customer E. So, ibig sabihin, meron pa dapat additional dito na 26,760. Na yung invoice date, sabi daw, the same daw dapat at December 20. Okay, yun yung audit note number 1. Audit note number 2, sabi, customer C, sabi daw si customer C, 71,800. Magkano yung balance natin dito? 91,800. Meron na naman tayong variance. Anong sabi? The difference was due to the invoice dated 12/30. December 30, ito daw. Sabi daw, goods have not been received by customer C as of December 31. Hindi pa daw na-receive. And yung terms daw of sale is FOB destination. Kung FOB destination, hindi pa na-receive. Kanino sino may-ari ng goods pag FOB destination? Si seller pa, unless received by the buyer. Tama. So, ibig sabihin, wala pang AR dito. So, itong 20,000 na to, wala pa dapat AR dyan, alisin mo dapat yan dyan. Tama, ganun yun, tama. Next, customer E daw, audit note. Sabi daw sa balance daw, 121,560. Magkano yung balance natin kanina? 94,800. May variance. Magkano yung variance natin? 121,560 minus 94,800. 94,800 less 121,560. Merong variance na 26,760. Ang sabi, amount per our records appear to be higher. So please check. Yun lang ang sabi. Nalaman natin dapat meron pang 26,760 dito. Yun yung kay customer B. Tama. So naalam natin kung sinulog natin yan, 26,760 plus 57,600 plus 37,200, nasa 121,560 ito. So okay na. Tie up na tayo dito sa reply ni customer E. Customer F, sabi customer F wala daw reply. Kasi si customer F daw is under liquidation and the amount receivable from the company is deemed definitely uncollectible daw. Pag uncollectible, ano ibig sabihin yan? Write off na tayo. Pag nag-write off tayo, anong entry natin? Debit ka ng allowance for doubtful accounts, then credit ka ng accounts receivable. Magkano? 52,200. So debit ka dito, 52,200 na ADA, tapos credit ka ng AR 52,200. Kasi daw deemed uncollectible na. Next, sabi dito, the company's policy with regards to uncollectible accounts is summarized below. So daw, pag 30 days and below, 99%, etc. etc. Next, in the event that the accounts receivable general ledger does not reconcile with the subsidiary ledger after correction, si general ledger daw hindi nagre-reconcile sa subsidiary ledger after correction are made and the difference cannot be located, you have come into agreement with the client to adjust the control to the sum of the subsidiaries as miscellaneous income or expense. Pag hindi mo daw alam bakit hindi tayo up, i-adjust mo daw sa miscellaneous income or expense. Yun yung sabi sa paragraph na yan. Sige, tingnan natin yung mga ulit. Audit natin, okay? Ito yung general ledger. Tama, yan yung general ledger. GL. Ito yung subsidiary ledger. Anong sabi natin? Di ba kailangan mong i-crossfoot? Yun yung step 1, tama. I-crossfoot muna. So, check natin. Yung AR mo, 550,000 dapat. Ibig sabihin, dapat pag tinotal mo lahat to, itong balance na to, ang balance niyan dapat nasa 550,000. Dapat tie up yan sa nakasulat sa general ledger. I-add natin. Try natin i-solve, ha. Sige. 105,540 plus 62,760 plus 91,800 plus 135,420 plus 94,800 plus 52,200, 542,520. So yung ending balance natin dito, 542,520. Dapat 550,000. Ilas mo ng 550,000, meron kang 7,480 na ito daw overstated. Sinong susundin natin? Si general ledger o sa subsidiary ledger? Si subsidiary ledger. Okay, bakit si subsidiary ledger? Kasi nandyan yung evidences. Sinong papapakinggan mo? Yung number lang o yung evidence? Siyempre sa evidence. Okay, so overstated daw ng 7,480. Sige. Check muna natin. Kasi meron tayong mga adjustments dito, tama? Check natin. Kung after adjustment ba, kulang pa rin tayo ng 7,480. So, anong gagawin natin? T-account lang tayo dyan. Gumawa tayo ng T-account. AR sa general ledger. Tapos T-account ng AR sa subsidiary ledger. Hanapin natin yung ending balances. Dapat tie up yan. Beginning AR general ledger natin, tama, AR general ledger, yun yung 550,000. So, i-plot natin yan dito. 550,000. Yung sa SL natin, sa subsidiary ledger natin, ito, 542,520. So, dito, 542,520. Ano yung mga adjustments natin? Dito, customer B, anong sabi daw? Sa customer B, dapat wala yung 26,760 dito kasi dapat nasa customer E. So, customer B, mag-credit ka ng 26,760. Tama, 26,760. I-reflect mo yun parehas dito. Okay. Next audit note dito, anong sabi dito? Dapat wala yung 20,000. Tama, so mag-credit ka din dito ng 20,000. Same yan. Next, audit note natin. Kay customer E, dapat daw 121,560 pero yung nasa record 94,800. Na-identify natin yung 26,760 na variance, yun yung kay customer B. So mag-add ka dito dapat ng 26,760. Yun lang. Meron pa ba? Yes, tama. Itong entry natin ng customer F, di ba dapat nag-credit ka ng AR 52,200. So credit ka dito 52,200. Meron pa bang adjustments sa AR? Wala naman kasi yung dito sa allowances, bad debts expense naman yan. Tama, wala ka namang AR na entry dyan. So check natin ending balances ng GL and SL. 550,000 less 26,760 less 20,000 plus 26,760 less 52,200. Ending balance natin is at 424. Tama ba? Check ko nga. 550,000 less 26,760 less 20,000 less 52,200 plus 26,760 is nasa 477,800. So ending balance natin 477,800. Sa subsidiary ledger magkano? 542 520 plus 26,760 less 26,760 rin. 542 520 less and plus 26,760, so net effect 0, less 20,000 less 52,200. Ending balance natin 470 320. Sir, meron talagang variance eh. Magkano variance? 477,800. 7,480 na variance. Sino susundin natin? SL or GL? Kay SL tayo. So, bawasan natin si GL. Paano natin babawasan yung general ledger? Anong sabi dito? Kapag hindi mo daw alam kung saan nanggaling yung variances, entryhan mo ng miscellaneous expense or miscellaneous income. Babawasan natin yung AR. So, anong credit mo dyan? Mag-credit ka, AR, 7,480. So, kailangan mo mag-debit. Anong debit mo? Miscellaneous income or miscellaneous expense? Pag debit, miscellaneous expense. So, debit ka ng miscellaneous expense of 7,480. So, ito yung entry to correct the overstatement dito sa receivable natin na to. Next. Ito. Sabi dito. 30 days and below daw. Pag 30 days and below, yung receivable mo, dapat ang collectability is at 99%. So, ibig sabihin, uncollectible ng 1%. Dito, uncollectible ng 2%, ito 5%, ito 10%, then ito 50%. So, isa-isahin natin yung mga nasa subsidiary ledgers natin, ha? Kasi kailangan natin hanapin yung ADA. Kasi yung ADA natin naka-debit balance. Hanapin natin yung ending balance ng ADA natin, allowance for doubtful accounts. December 6 to December 31. Ilang days yan? Ilang days na nakalipas dyan? Tama. Dito pa, 30 days and below. So, kung 30 days and below, anong uncollectability? At 1% yan. Next, November 29. Si November 29, ilang days tayo dito? Dito na yan, tama. Pagbibilangin mo yan from November 29 to December 31, 31 to 60 days na yan. 98%, so 2% uncollectible tayo dito. Ganun lang yan. Next, September 27. Si September 27, nasaan yan? Nandito na yan, tama. 91 to 120. Paano? September, October, November, December. 90 days. Tapos 27, so may 3 days pa. Nandito na yan. 91 to 120 days. Ilan yung uncollectability? At 10%. Next, August 20. Si August 20, sabi wala naman dapat talaga yan kasi settled na yan. So, wala nang uncollectible dyan. Next tayo, customer C. December 30. Si customer C December 30, wala din dapat yan. Tama? So, X din natin yan. Kay customer C December 8, 40,000. Kay December 8, ilang days yan? Nasa 30 days and below pa. So, ilan ang collectability? Nasa 1%. Yan yun. Ano ba? Ano nakikita sa articles? Nasa 1%. Next. Dito yan, December 8, tapos na tayo. Next, October 25. Si October 25, kung bibilangin mo, October, November, 30 days. December, 60 days. So, nasa 61 to 90 days. Ilan yun? 5% yung uncollectability. Tama. Dito, kay October 25, 5% uncollectable yan. Yan yung aging of receivables na tinatawag natin. Ganito yan. Ganito yan. Aging of receivables. Kay customer D, November 19. Kung bibilangin natin, December, 30 days. Plus 13 days ng November. So, nasa 30 to 60 days. Ilan yun? 2%. So, dito, 2% uncollectible yan. October 9. October 9. Ilan to? Bilangan natin. October, November, December. 60 days. Tapos, meron pang remaining days sa October. So, nasa 61 to 90 days. This is 5% uncollectible. Tapos, meron kang December 20 kay customer E. Ito yan. So, ilan yung December 20? 1% uncollectible. Kasi 10 days na lang naman yan. Between 30 days and below to. Nasa 30 days and below. Next, December 12. Kay December 12, ilan yan? 30 days and below din. Tama. So, 1% uncollectible. Next, August 20. August, September, October, November, December. 120 days. Tapos, meron pang 10 days ng August. Tama, August. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Over 120 days yan. So, ilan? 50% uncollectible yan. Ito, kay customer F, ano yan? Write-off tayo dyan. Tama. So, isolve natin isa-isa yung uncollectabilities nila. Aging of receivables, 42,000 times 0.01. This is at 420. And plus 63,540. Sabi, 2% na yung uncollectability. 0.02. 1270.8. Customer B, 10%. 36,000. 36,000 times 10%. And plus 3,600. August 20, wala naman. December 30, wala din. December 8, 1%. 40,000 times 1%. 400 pesos. And plus. To 31,800. Ilan percent uncollectability at 5%. Times 0.05. 1,590. And plus. Next, 69,420. Sa 69,420, naka 2% daw yung uncollectability. So, nasa 1,388.4. And plus. Next, 66,000 times 5%. Nasa 3,300 and plus. Next, 1%, 26,760. 26,760 times 1%. Nasa 267.6 and plus. Next, 57,600 times 1%. Nasa 576 daw na uncollectible. So, 576 and plus. Last, 37,200. 50% uncollectible. So, 18,600 to. And plus, recall memory natin. Ending balance natin dito is at 31,412.8. Okay, ayan yun. Ano pa ang sabi? Ano ba yun? So, yan yung ending balance ng allowance for doubtful accounts natin. Kung i-recall mo yung AR concepts ng financial accounting na diniscuss natin last meeting, kapag yung method na ginamit mo is at aging of receivables, yung na-solve mo is yung ending balance ng allowance for doubtful accounts. Tama. So kung lalagyan natin ng T account, si allowance for doubtful accounts, ADA, meron kang credit na or debit na 16,500. Ito, debit daw. So lagay mo dito 16,500. Meron kang entry na ganito. Tama. Nag-debit ka ng ADA 52,200. Debit ka dito 52,200. Ano yan? Yan yung write-off natin. Tapos dapat daw yung ending balance mo is ito. 31,412.8. So dito, magkano yung bad debts expense natin? Let's find the X. So 31,412.8 less or plus 52,200 plus 16,500. This is 100,112.8. So yun yung bad debts expense natin. So let's solve. Sagutan natin yung mga requirements. Sabi, requirement number 1, the erroneous posting of customer B's payment to customer E's account resulted to the total accounts receivable being, sabi daw, yung mali daw sa customer B, tapos sa customer E, anong effect? Ito, sa T account natin, nag-debit ka 26,760, nag-credit ka din ng 26,760. Net effect natin, 0. So, sagot natin for number 1, net effect 0. Properly stated yan. Okay. Number 2. The correct bad debts expense for the year is, ano yung bad debts expense natin? Ito, 100,112, i-round off natin, 100,113, letter C. Number 3, the journal entry to reconcile the balance of AR, general ledger, and subsidiary ledger after corrections, if any, would include, so you know, anong entry natin? Debit miscellaneous expense, credit AR of 7,480. Ano daw? It will include debit to sale? Hindi. Will include credit to AR? Ano ba yon? Credit to AR? Yes. Letter B tayo. Will include credit to miscellaneous income? Dapat hindi. Kasi dapat debit to miscellaneous expense. No journal entry required? Hindi rin. So, sagot natin for number 3, letter B nga. Number 4, what is the audited balance of AR account as of December 31? Audited balance natin, ano? Ito. 470, 320. So, dito, lagot-sagot natin, letter D tayo. Okay, number 5. What is the correct allowance for doubtful accounts balance? Ano yun? 31,413. Ito yun. Sa ADA na T account natin. Number 6. What is the audited net realizable value of the AR as of December 31? O, magkano ba yung beginning balance? Or yung balance ng ending balance ng receivable natin, 473.20. Tapos magkano yung allowance for doubtful accounts? 31,413. I-less mo lang yan. 470,320 less 31,413. This is around 438,907. Letter A tayo. So yan for problem number 1. I-recall natin yung steps na ginawa natin. Una, kinompare natin yung nasa general ledger sa subsidiary ledger. Tama. Tapos, nag-crossfoot tayo. Nag-footing and crossfoot tayo. Dapat equal ito, equal din dito. Yun yung diniscuss natin sa substantive testing. Kapag na-check mo na equal yan, or hindi equal, i-identify mo ano yung mali. Kita natin, overstated si 550,000. Tapos after doon, pag na-equalize mo na, pwede ka nang mag-send ng confirmation letters. Yung confirmation letters, ulitin natin, hindi porket may discrepancies, it means that the financial statements are materially misstated. Hindi ibig sabihin may fraud. Hindi ibig sabihin may panloloko. Possible meron lang error. Anong gagawin natin? Mag-i-inquire tayo. Mag-i-investigate tayo kanino sa kliyente natin. Tapos si kliyente yung hahanap ng sagot, bakit ganun yung nangyari. Tapos tsaka lang tayo magde-decide kung reasonable ba yung reason sa atin ni kliyente. Kuha mo. So yun na. in-apply natin yung steps, in-apply natin yung substantive procedures mismo sa pag-solve ng problems. Ngayon, pag mag-solve ka ng problems na ganito, I suggest, familiarize mo yung sarili mo sa entries, tapos mag-T account ka lang. Kung mapapansin mo, using T accounts, na-solve natin itong problems na ito. So, pag mag-solve ka ng problems ng accounts receivables, ulitin ko, i-check mo muna, i-crossfoot mo, tapos i-check mo yung mga audit notes. Tapos lahat yun, i-plot mo sa T account. Maglagay ka ng T account from AR, tapos sa allowance for doubtful accounts. Mas mabuti kung i-compare mo yung ARGL, tapos AR subsidiary ledger. Okay, tapos malaki yung chance masasagutan mo lahat ng sagot or lahat ng questions for audit of receivables. Okay, so that's it for problem number 1. Let's have a short break. Sagutan natin si problem number 2. Okay, sige. Let's proceed. Problem number 2. Sabi dyan, you are auditing the accounts receivable. Audit of AR daw tayo. And the related allowance for doubtful accounts of Mr. Acolangto Incorporation for calendar year 2025. The control account for the aforementioned accounts had the following balances. AR daw natin nasa 1,270,000. Allowance for doubtful accounts nasa 78,000. Naka-negative, okay yan. Net realizable value is 1,192. Check natin kung tama ba. 1,270,000 less 78,000, 1,192. Okay, correct naman tayo. Ganun yun. Huwag kang makakampante na kung ano yung nandito sa total balances natin is yun na yung talagang total balance. Check mo muna. Yun yung tinatawag natin na footing. Okay? Next. Upon the investigation, you found out the following information. Nahanap mo daw itong mga informations na to. Anong sabi dyan? The company's normal sales terms is N/30. The allowance for doubtful accounts had the following general ledger. Si Ada daw natin. Nag-write off daw ng 24,000. Mayroong beginning balance na 30,000. Tapos provision of 72,000. Check na natin kung equal yan. Kung magre-reconcile yan sa allowance for doubtful accounts. 30,000 plus 72,000 less 24,000. Yes, meron kang credit balance na 78,000. Okay naman tayo doon. Next, the subsidiary ledger balance of company's accounts receivable as of December 31 contained the following information. Debit balance na natin 540. Check na natin kung equal ulit yan. Tama ulit yan. 540,000 plus 552,000 plus 228,000. 1,320. Okay. Tapos credit balance 12,000 plus 21,000 plus 27,000, 60,000. Okay. Debit minus credit 1,320 plus 60. Debit balance of 1,260,000. Debit balance 1,260. Magkano to? 1,270. Pwede natin sabihin overstated of 10,000 pesos. Mali na naman yung nasa GL natin over sa subsidiary ledgers natin. Isa pang mapapansin mo, sir, bakit may credit balances o yung AR? Dapat wala yung credit balances na yan. Yes, kailangan natin i-eliminate yan. Puntahan natin yung additional information. Ulit sabihin natin, sabi ko doon sa substantive testing na theories natin, lahat ng adverse accounts dapat wala yan. Wala kang negative accounts sa AR kasi kapag advances, ilagay mo sa payable. Dapat it's either zero or positive amounts. Additional information tayo. The credit balance of ABC Company, ito daw, was for an overpayment from the customer. Overpayment daw. The company delivered additional merchandise to ABC on January 3, 2026 pa. So, advance payment. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? I-reverse natin yan. Gawin natin payable. So, debit ka, AR, ABC, credit ka ng AP, ABC, at the amount of 12,000. Ano enter mo dyan? Next, the credit balance of DEF Corporation, ito daw, was due to posting error as the amount should have been credited to XYZ for a 60-day outstanding receivable. So, alisin mo daw yan, mag-credit, mag-debit ka, ER, DEF, kasi dapat hindi daw yan overstated kasi dapat naka-credit yan kay AR, X, Y, Z at the amount of 21,000. Sabi, 60-day outstanding receivables. Nasaan yan? Nandito daw yan. 60-day outstanding receivables. Nasa 2 months na. So, sabihin, mababawasan dapat to, less tayo na 21,000. Next, the credit balance of GHI, ito daw, was cash advance ulit. Cash advance ulit. So, dapat payable yan. So, yung entry mo, debit ka AR, GHI para mag-zero out of 27,000. Then, credit ka ng accounts payable, GHI advances at the amount of 27,000. Next, it was estimated that 1% of the accounts receivable under 1 month is doubtful of collection. So, doubtful of collection ng 1% daw yan. Take note na to. While 2% of accounts receivable was under 1 to 6 months are expected to require an allowance for doubtful accounts. Tapos 2% daw dito. The accounts receivable over 6 months, ito daw, are analyzed as follows. Definitely uncollectible daw, 72,000. So, ano yan? Write-off. Ito, doubtful accounts, estimated to be 50% collectible, 36,000. So, meron kang allowance for doubtful accounts na 50% neto, magkano? 18,000. Ito, apparently good but slow, estimated to be 90% collectible. So, 10% uncollectible, meron kang allowance for doubtful accounts, 10% neto, 12,000. Check nga natin kung tama itong total neto, 228, dapat 228 din yung nandito. So, 72 plus 36 plus 120, 228. So, goods naman tayo dito. So, yan. Meron pa ba additional information? Wala na. Requirements na. So, lagyan natin. Nakuha natin entry. Nakuha natin overstatement. Okay tayo sa additional information. Okay tayo sa mga doubtful accounts. Gawin natin ng T account. AR, GL, AR, SL, allowance for doubtful accounts. ARGL, beginning balance natin, 1,270,000. ARSL, beginning balance, 1,260,000. Ano adjustment natin? Debit ARABC. So, mag-debit na tayo dito at the amount of 12,000. Ano yung credit? Payable. So, okay naman. Debit ARDEF, debit ARXYZ. So, mag-debit ka daw dito, 21,000. Pero mag-credit ka rin daw, 21,000. Next, debit AR of 27,000. So, debit ka dito, 27,000. Ending balances natin, 1,270 plus 12 plus 21 plus 27 less or 1,270 plus 12 plus 21 plus 27 plus 21, 1,309,000. Tama ba? Okay, meron pa pala. Nag-write off ka dito 72,000. Pag nag-write off ka ng 72,000, anong entry mo? Debit ka ng allowance for doubtful accounts, credit ka ng AR at the amount of 72,000. So meron ka ditong credit of 72,000. So magkano yan? 1,270 plus 12 plus 21 plus 27 plus 21 plus 72 at the amount of 1,237,000. Dito meron ka ulit credit na 72,000. Magkano balance dito? 1,260 plus 12 plus 21 plus 27 plus 21 plus 72, 1,227,000. May discrepancy ulit na 10,000. Anong susundin mo? Subsidiary ledger. So dito, mag-debit ka, mag-credit ka, credit AR of 10,000. I-assume natin naka-miscellaneous expense ulit, 10,000. Hindi natin alam bakit mayroong kulang. So, ganun na yan. Debit miscellaneous expense of 10,000. Allowance for doubtful accounts. Beginning balance ng allowance for doubtful accounts natin, credit of 78,000. Tapos, nag-debit ka, 72,000. Tama, yung write-off. Tapos, sabi, merong aging of receivables. Under 1 month daw, 540,000. So, that's 540,000 times 1%, meron kang uncollectible dito na 5,400. Tapos ito, 552,000 daw. 552,000, pero babawasan mo ng 21,000 yan. 531,000 times 2% kasi 2% daw yung uncollectible, that is 10,620. Tapos meron kang allowance for doubtful accounts dito na 18,000 and 12,000. That is 18,000 plus 12,000, 30,000. So meron kang 30,000 na uncollectible for doubtful accounts dito. So i-add mo nga yung total add natin, 5,400 plus 10,620 plus 30,000, that is 46,020. Yung 46,020, gumamit ka ng aging of receivable. So ibig sabihin, dito sa add natin, yan yung ending balance natin. That is 46,020. Okay, let's find the X. Yun yung bad debts expense. That is 46,020 plus 72,000 less 78,000. Meron ka dito, bad debts expense na 46,020. Entry mo dyan, debit ka bad debts expense, credit ka ng allowance for doubtful accounts at the amount of 40,020. Ano lang? Dali, di ba? Dali lang mag-audit. Sige, dali lang audit prob. Hindi dapat dyan natatakot. Mahaba lang yung problem, na-overwhelm ka lang, pero walang kahirap-hirap. Requirements. Assuming the difference is immaterial and cannot be located, what is the entry to adjust the difference between the control account and the subsidiary ledger? Control account, general ledger account. Ano yon? Ano yung entry natin kanina? Immaterial daw. Yan, hindi malaman. Debit miscellaneous expense, credit accounts receivable. Debit miscellaneous expense, credit accounts receivable, letter B tayo. Number 2, the adjusted accounts receivable balance on December 31, 2025. I-account natin magkano? Ito, sa subsidiary ledger, 1,227,000. That is letter B. Ulit tayo. Number 3, the required balance of allowance for doubtful accounts. I-account natin, allowance for doubtful accounts. Ito, 46,020, letter A tayo. Number 4, what is the entry to adjust the allowance for doubtful accounts to its required balance? Paano ba? Ito yan, no? Bad debts expense, tama. Debit ka bad debts expense, credit ka ng ADA, 40,020. That is letter D tayo. So number 4, letter D. Diba? Sasagutan natin lahat using T account and journal entry lang. Number 5, the adjusted bad debts expense for 2025. Magkano ba? 40,020. Letter A. Number 6, what is the adjusted debt realizable value of AR? Ending balance ng AR natin, 1,227,000. Ending balance ng allowance for doubtful accounts natin, 46,020. Magkano net realizable value natin? Ending balance nito, 1,180,980, letter A. Check ko nga, 1,227,000 plus 46,020, 1,180,980, letter A na tayo. So that's it for our audit of accounts receivable. Sana may natutunan. Sana hindi pa tinatamad. Kung inaantok ka, matulog ka. Good night. Good night. Gabi kasi ngayon. Madaling araw pala. So, keep safe everyone and have a good day.